One of those Vevor server rack batteries that I bought 6 months ago failed, and I just wanted to share my experience with you and show you that these really went out and it was dead, nothing on the display, wouldn't power on, power off. It did have power output on the terminals, but it wasn't charging with the rest of the system, and it died. So pretty much, I tried resetting it using the reset, and then nothing would happen. So I contacted Vevor for support. And basically, after a couple of days of going back and forth with emails, they decided they were going to send out a replacement on it. And here's the other one. I bought two at the same time, and this one is still working good. But after making this video, I'm a little worried about it too. But as you can see, this just wouldn't turn on or anything else. So I decided that I was going to break it open now and check, make sure there were no cables. I'm going to break that warranty seal there. You can see it's never been opened up, and I'm going to warn you that these things should be opened up when you receive them, because when I first removed the screws, I heard something rattling, and turned out the brackets for locating the battery were completely broken. See those cheap spot welds, partial welds? They were not welded in place. The batteries had shifted. All of this framework holding it down was, if you had tipped this battery up on end, it would have shorted all the batteries together. Everything is shifted. They used rubber straps to tie these batteries together that allowed them to shift during shipping. And it just terrible. Everything is kind of bent. And you can see the batteries, or all those little spacers between them, are shifted out from just rubbing during shipping. And everything was just a mess. And yes, the BMS is completely dead. It does have a slightly burnt smell to it, so I'm guessing it got fried on its own. And I don't know if it was something internally had shorted out, caused it to fry, or what. But you can see even these voltage leads here to each of the batteries is just spot. It's got pop rivets on it. It's not screwed or anything else. And all these brackets here are just floating, and close to shorting the whole thing out, causing major catastrophe. So I just wanted to warn you, if you're looking at these batteries, what can happen during shipping. So I did look at this, and the BMS is it's a daily BMS. It seemed to work good when it worked, but that's it. When they quit, and there's really nothing showing that I could see or test on it to fix it. And they really don't debug these batteries when you contact customer support. They just try to offer you a partial refund first, and then they finally, if you keep at them, they will offer you a replacement. But these plastic straps they used really were crap. They allowed everything to shift, and the whole frame ripped apart. And all these cells are stressed, and those aluminum plates are all bent stuff. So it's kind of a mess. So a couple days later, placement arrived. I looked at the box sitting out on my porch, and it was trash. It's got these little arrows on it up, and it looked like the corner of it was dropped from about 3 feet in the air. And these are 100-pound box, so mishandle them, and there's some damage there too. Mishandle them, and everything inside can be damaged. So really poor packaging on them. I'll show you in a second. So I flipped it over on my cart, and so I'd open it up and just show you the packaging. Really soft foam, a couple cardboard corners there, nothing really that would avoid a shock. And when I reached down in there, oh yeah, there's some serious damage, I could tell. So let's go open it up. And this is what it looked like. The whole thing had taken a severe shock to that corner of the box. You can see all the screws are ripped out, and everything is just a mess on it. Front panel's all bent in, and bottom's all bent up. So I contacted Vevor, and I asked them for a to ship it back and give me a replacement, because what do you do with a battery? Nobody wants to recycle these big batteries, and their only offer was the $346 refund. So that's what I accepted, and decided I'm going to try to get the original battery working with parts from this one. And it does turn on, so at least it means the BMS is good in it. You can see that, and everything powers up. So I'm guessing that it's okay, but let's take a look inside and see exactly what it looks like, because it's no better than the other one. Okay, remove the front panel. And that really was took some shot, but the cells of all, you can see all those dividers in the cells are shifted by like half an inch. This thing took severe shaking during shipping. Different cells in it, different welds, really crummy welds in this one. Different wiring. They tied the wires back different. Still pop riveted together, but you can see all those cell dividers. This thing bounced so bad on the way here that it took such a shock that all the batteries twisted, and here's the original one in completely different cells, different welds, really nice laser welds on this one and stuff. So Vevor does have many different qualities, I guess, depending on who builds the batteries. But I just wanted to compare these and show you the brackets were bent from shipping, but not as bad as the other ones. The welds were not ripped out. And basically everything was kind of displayed there. You can see that bracket was bent up pretty good. So these batteries are not made to withstand FedEx and their shipping. And look at all those dividers between them, how bad these cells are twisted and offset. It's really a shame. These batteries have to be kept perfectly flat. If you do put them in a vertical installation in let's say, RV, you're going to have serious problems. So this is what I wound up with and what I'm kind of stuck with at this point. And again, I just want to show you, just those crummy welds and the twist. There's pressure on all those terminals. They've all been twisted and bent, but that's what it is. That's what you get, and pretty much that's what you're stuck with. The warranty sucks on these actually, because most batteries have a 5-year warranty. And this one, after a year, you're out of it. And after an issue like this, you're pretty much out of it too. So I'm hoping the other one lasts a little bit longer, but I think it was a waste of $1,400. So I went back and I pulled the front panel off the other one. That was pretty straight. And I decided I'm going to switch over this BMS and everything to the original front panel. And actually, I decided I was going to use these new batteries, just see how they stand up and how they work out. But that's kind of what it looks like once I switched it over. So this panel only had some slight bends in it, and it's going to work. And I got the other cover, the original cover on here. I did a little bit of straightening on it. And you can see that original cover just had one shot in the middle and the back that caused all the damage to that battery. So, when you get these things, you never know what's inside. Even if they don't look like they're damaged, there could be serious damage, and they could be dangerous. But so I put this one back together with the parts from the other one, the front cover, the front panel and the cover, and it powered up. Everything seems to be okay. I'm going to charge it. Cells all seem to be really close in voltage and stuff, so I'm just going to charge it up and see what happens here. Took a charge good. Everything seemed to work on the BMS, and here's all the parts I got, the old bent up parts from the other one and the dead BMS just laying there. But yeah, you can see the cells did charge up, and they are pretty close. So I'm hoping they'll be okay. We'll find out over time. And the app hooked up, Bluetooth works. So we'll see. And this original one, everything was bent up so bad, I decided I was going to try to straighten it out and maybe be able to use it, order a new BMS, and get it back together. As long as it's not shipped and it's held in the horizontal position, I might be able to fix it and get things working. I mean, it won't be right, but it'll be a battery, I guess. So I did hammer out the front panel of that. I took all my car dollies and hammers and stuff. I got it so it pretty much fit together, and it would fit on the base. I did some straightening on the other base there. got that to work. And I also pop riveted back in where all the welds are broken on these brackets. I bent the brackets back to the proper shape and got everything put together there. So that'll keep things from shorting out and keep them centered and stuff, I'm hoping. You can see it pop riveted from the bottom, so there are some rivets sticking out there, but I didn't want to weld it. It's just such thin material. And I almost got the cover beat out, but I can't quite, get that to work. But it'll fit on and partially protect it, I guess. And I do have this battery hooked up to the other original one, and it looks like they're going to work. They balanced out pretty good. I'm going to let them sit for 24 hours connected, balanced together, and then I'll hook them into the system again when the voltages match. So it looks like I do have, a good battery in the end here. And it's really not something that I feel is safe, but it's a battery. And this other one, I got it back together, and I did order a BMS from China, a daily BMS, and hopefully I'll be able to fix this one too, but we'll find out. So anyhow, I just wanted to share this with you, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.